this is Kayla J, and this is my Philadelphia.
This is my Philadelphia, 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 Philadelphia.
Peace and love, everybody. My name is Tiera Sedden. I am from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. I am 24 years old. By trade, I am a Philadelphia elementary school teacher, but by passion, I am a motivational speaker, a personal development coach, and a giver of light and love. Motivational speaking has been a underlying passion of mine, but I didn't necessarily think that it was going to be something that I always wanted to take serious. I've always been that type of person that people felt comfortable coming to. I was always that person that people considered the one who was like always positive. But I never really tapped into that passion until my undergrad collegiate experience at the Virginia Union University when I became Miss Virginia Union University. And I was in Charlotte, North Carolina at the CIAA tournaments. And for those who know about it, the Kings and the Queens go there. And during the week, we meet a lot of different people. And I had the opportunity to go to a high school. And I met 3 young women. I was able to sit there and engage with them and talk to them about like their experiences, their passions. And as I was sitting there, I realized that I was like in my element, that was something that felt good. And oftentimes we find ourselves searching for our niche, and God has a way of bringing us right to where we need to be. And in that very moment, I felt very whole. I felt very complete, and I felt like this was what I needed to do. So I began to think about it more, and I began to sit and figure out what was going to be my message, what would be the best thing for me to say to people, because I didn't want and I don't want to be one of those cliche motivational speakers. But I found that my platform that I created as Miss Virginia Union was Awakened Destiny, discovering and committing your calling, and I stuck with that. So my brand that I am building is called TRS, which is my initials, and the underlining statement is Awakened Destiny. And my goal is to be able to motivate people to see themselves in their all-encompassing manner and be able to understand and know that I really can be whoever I want to be. And sometimes we see that as a cliche statement, but oftentimes our greatest hindrance is us and not really being able to see and be able to really enact our fullest potential. We may see our potential, but we never really enact on our fullest potential. And I feel like my mission in life is that, if not all, let there be one person that feels like once they have met me, that they feel like they have the drive to actually be able to make their dreams come true. And and see themselves in an all-encompassing manner and actually go and push themselves to where they see themselves to be. My brand, TRS Awakened Destiney, there's different sectors that I've created, and a lot of things just come to mind, and I kind of like go ahead and push it out and see where it goes as kind of my journey and being able to actually push and make sure my dreams come true and actually coming and maximizing my potential. One of the things that I did and established was Goals and Grapes, which is a women's fellowship group. Goals meaning, your typical goals where you see yourself going, what you want to do in your life, and grapes meaning wine. So we fellowship with wine, and it's just a social fellowship gathering. And I engage in different sessions with these women to be able to see themselves in certain manners. We focus on different things. So my first session was a session on self-actualizing and the manner in which you speak and the manner in which you see yourselves. And we focused on 3 simple phrases. And it was focused on the power of I am, I can, and I will. And they were able to actually jot down who they were, who they can be, and what they will be. And doing that, they were able to create vision boards of themselves, and they felt lighter walking out, and they felt like they were able to actually go and put forth intentional and meaningful work towards the things that they do. So within this women's group, we focus on a number of different things. My goal is to have it more consistently with these women, and to be able to travel with this and have different chapters of Goals and Grapes Women's Fellowship Circle, both for young women and older adults, but also collegiate women, also younger children and adolescents and stuff like that. And then I also created the Selfless Giver Foundation, which is up and coming. But it is going to be a foundation where we do community service and a lot of selfless acts, not necessarily looking for funding to give back to the foundation, but more so funding to give out to people. One of my smaller projects that I did was the Selfless Giver Day of Service around the holiday season, where I went downtown. I raised money through a GoFundMe, raised money and gave homeless people $5 in a nice little envelope and gave them a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. So the Selfless Giver Foundation is a mission to be able just to do service for others without the need to give, without the need to be trying to receive anything back. So my goal is to expound on my passion and take it globally. My prayer and my hope is that this becomes my full-time position, where I'm not doing this just as a hobby, but it becomes all of who I am. So when people hear TRS Awakened Destiney, they automatically think of a speaker who gives nothing but light and love and makes people feel like I can actually do this. My name is Tiera Sedden, and I am Philadelphia.
Hey everybody, thanks for watching. This is my Philadelphia. If you like what you saw, click the subscribe button below. If you didn't like it, still click that subscribe button. I'm Kayla J, and be sure to follow me on all social media platforms at KaylaJ_Music Nerd, and follow my producer at Mike Moore the Producer on all social media platforms. Be sure to continue to tune in every month, for this is my Philadelphia. Peace.